SM i fotografi sponsras av Olympus, iPhone, Epson, Sony, Lundeby Foto, C-Infinity, Rapid Album Designer, N-Photo, Canson Infinity, Printstudion, Litra, Nikon och Focus Nordic. Sändningen sponsras av Studio Pi.
And believe you can fly. Ja. Believe you can fly. Everyone scored 81 and 3 tries. The Puppet Master. '84 and 3/5. The Director of Life. '80. Missing one, sorry.
Yeah, me.
80 and a quarter.
No, hang on.
80 and 2/5. You were changing. Everybody scored now?
No, yeah.
80 and 2/5.
81.
81. I'll need my glasses. Make me into a bird so I can fly far, far away. Did you all score?
Nope.
Easy.
Okay. 82 and 3/5, and you're gonna talk about this one. Patricia, you get to start.
Thank you. I give a 795 because I think that digital illustration is a word and is a hard work. When you choose a digital illustration as your specialization, you must do it very, very, very well, because it's not possible to get errors, because your image is very is too bad than than the other simple images. I don't know if you can understand what I say because my English is terrible, but this is bad execution.
I gave it 87. I like the concept, I like the idea. I think I would like it to have gone higher, but a few sort of cropping, negative space around it bothers me. I like the idea, and that's why I gave it 87.
Yeah, I really like this picture, and it's a really good choice of bird. This bird called brushane in Swedish. I don't remember the name in English, but the back feathers in the neck there are true. This kind of species has that kind of feathers up on the head. So it's a good choice of a bird. Now it looks like the hair of the lady, of course. Good example of this kind of work.
What was your score?
Oh, sorry, 86. I can go up.
Do you want to echo some of Patricia's comments there? Because whilst the concept is a nice concept, the execution is letting the image down. There's a lot of resolution issues. There are a lot of color artifacts. Some of this category relies a lot on post-production skill and very careful blending, and it's not easy to do. It's very difficult. It's very time-consuming, even for the most skilled digital artist. And the thing here is combining your photographic skills with your digital skills. And when you can see a lot of the issues from a distance, but it really amplifies when you're close up. There's a lot of sort of shadow artifact around the edges where the blending hasn't been taken care of, and it's really letting the image down. But even things like posing, for example, posing of the legs, because clearly it's directed. So again, these sort of things can really add to the effect. Bending that locked knee, bringing the foot closer in toward the other leg, so it looks more balletic. posing on the hands looks good, that sort of thing, but then you go around it and you see just where there are masking issues. So I actually gave this a 79. I think a little extra care in the technique would have really elevated this.
I gave it an 82. I don't have anything to add.
Thank you, and rescore. Hold on. 83. Sent from above. This one will be done manual, so hang on. $82.6. Next one is marionette. We do a manual on this one too, so hang on a second. $81.6. Anyone want to comment on this one?
I'm really hopeful for this image actually because it's quite compelling, it's quite eye-catching. On closer inspection there are things which take me away from that, but what I like about this is the concept, the thought put into the lighting, the theatre stage set, just the drama behind the concept is nicely thought out. The execution is what lets it down. One of the things that really strikes me is the figure at the top. The face is soft, not out of focus, but soft. And the hands are very sharp, and the curtains that are behind him are sharper than his face. So, again, when you create a composite, you've got to think about the blending and a sense of realism. It needs to be convincing, and when you look at it for more than a few seconds close up, that falls away, unfortunately.
Thank you. Next image is someone is waiting for me. We do one more manual.
Yes.
80.4. Under my umbrella. Everyone scored? We get a manual here. $81.2. And Anders, would you like to comment on this one?
Yes, please. I really like the concept, the idea. It's brilliant. So I haven't seen that idea before. So it was the impact I go for. So I put it 88, I think. 88, yes.
Actually, you should all make a comment and then I ask you to rescore.
Okay, I gave 80. I agree, Anders. It's as a concept, it's a great idea, but the execution is it could be done a bit better. There's a few things that pops out. Actually, is the sky and the umbrella limit, the back of the umbrella and the clouds. There are should be done a bit what's the word? Well, doesn't matter. But still, the lighting and the rain looks a bit too raw to me. And actual light in the girl is too yellow from coming up like the pure blue sky. So there's a couple of issues there, which I noticed, and that's why I gave 8.
Give it a 7/9 because the idea is nice, very nice, but the execution and the use of Photoshop is really bad. Is better to improve the skills, the filters, and the pen in English. Pen, no? The brush.
I had given it an 80 for all the reasons already said, but also I think that you need to look at the styling as well when you're putting an image like this together. And she's very just kind of plopped in there, like even her raincoat could have a bit more shape to it. Perhaps it was a raincoat with a bit of a belt on it or something. I find her to be very just too up and down.
Again, it needs to be convincing, and consider scale. So when you create a composite, you've got to think about the perspective and the scale of all the elements that are in the image. So what would have made the concept is cute, it's nice, but the execution lets it down. So things like the lightning forks should have been brighter, and possibly even extending down below the umbrella, just to kind of really show that this is kind of where the safety is underneath. The raindrops in the foreground, not particularly convincing. So there's a real disconnect between her, the background, the umbrella, the transition between the umbrella and the space around it. Maybe just having more of an emanating glow around the edge. It's quite a tight crop as well. So again, real potential in this, but I echo everything that's been said. I gave it a 79 by the way.
And we do a rescore. All done. 80 and 5/6. Sorry, we need to calculate that one. It's 81. Dreams. You calculate? $81. Anyone wants to comment on the picture? Okay. We go for pre-marketing.
No, sorry.
No, sorry.
Dreamland.
Dreamland. Everyone scored? $79 3/5. Psycho. I need some scores. $84 3/5. And I actually think we'll take a talk again. And this time, Ollie.
Okay, I gave this one 87. I really like the idea here. It's if I get it right, I think there's a kind of a guy who tries to get a girl who's probably rich, and he's just a gold digger, and he tries to get away somehow. So it's kind of a mixed feelings, but it's done the way it's done. It's impressive. There's a couple of things that also pops, so kind of lets it down. One is that there's just those firewoods behind chest for the girl, kind of like a hat growing up. It's a bit disturbing, and the girl's hand, it's not that. It's just straight to camera. All those little things just pops out a bit too much. But I like all the details there, like the ring over there and that kind of stuff. But maybe the craziness, or psychoness, how do you say that, should be even more in the first guy there. The basic form of light is a bit missing for me, but it's not that big issue here. You should have like some light on the chandelier there, but yeah, I like this picture. Next.
Yeah, I understand the story and the concept, and it's a really good work, of course. Nice composed, but I don't like the feet are just cut there. Maybe cut a little bit more. Now it's just cut, so it's a little bit irritating. But the nice work, of course. I give it 84.
Nice work, some Photoshop error, but the author could be great with the time, because he or she has a very good use of the light, a great idea, and I think this is the first step to be great.
My first thought was, God, I wouldn't want to be on this stage. But I think most of my problems with it are with the basic capture, with the posing. of the couple. I mean, she's very awkwardly posed, and also his head has gone past profile, so it's too far towards her. It would need to come back towards us just a little bit. And also, yeah, the thing's going out of the top of her head as well. But yeah, I think that they're going in the right direction.
I think a lot of this has been said. I mean, looking closely, it looks like he's thinking about proposing because there's a ring on the couch next to him, sort of hidden away from her. So the actual story is kind of contained within the upper right, sort of 80% of the image, and everything to the far left and the bottom of the image is not helping, so a tighter crop would have been great. It's digital art, so if the author's in the room, you could have just retouched out that rack behind her head, so it doesn't look like it's growing from her hair. I actually quite like the transition from normality to the psychoness, if that's a word. But you, again, with digital art, you've got to think about every single part of the picture, and there's a bit of a dead space just around here, kind of doing nothing. And it leaves a gaping hole in the actual picture. But yeah, all the other things, the basic lighting on her face and the posing, that sort of thing, and her feet also look really elongated from over here. So just simply cropping the bottom and cropping the left, fixing some of those things would have been really powerful. I gave it an 85. And when I first saw this, I thought, yes, something really interesting, and certain little things just kind of take away from it.
Thank you, and a rescore. Did you all rescore?
Yeah.
84 and 3/5. The next image is pre-marketing. Scoring, please. All scored. 82 and 2/5, which completes the digital illustration category. While we change category for commercial, we do a judge rotation.
SM i fotografi sponsras av Olympus, iPhone, Epson, Sony, Lundeby Foto, C-Infinity, Rapid Album Designer, N-Photo, Canson Infinity, Printstudion, Litra, Nikon och Focus Nordic. Sändningen sponsras av Studio Pi.